Today, we're going to talk about the path that involves both great success and deep challenges. In our world, being unique and personally successful makes you stand out. This can bring both admiration and dislike from others. Hatred can be very hurtful, making you doubt yourself. But it's in these tough times that the real strength of a person can shine through, using understanding and kindness. Let's explore why people who are special often face a lot of hatred from those who don't see the truth. Together, we'll turn this hardship into a way to grow, both personally and spiritually. We want to understand why this hatred happens, so that special people can move past these difficulties. The first reason for this hatred is self-confrontation and ego dissolution. Self-confrontation means facing your darkest parts, looking honestly at your soul. Special people who live with honesty and clarity make others see their own flaws and insecurities. This can be uncomfortable, leading to resistance and defense. Along with self-confrontation, people who hate often see their egos challenged. To grow, they must overcome their egos to understand themselves better. The wisdom and honesty of special people challenge the false images others have of themselves. This fear of losing their identity fuels hatred. In work settings, a leader who values honesty and fairness can cause self-confrontation in their team. Imagine a new manager who doesn't join in unethical practices that were previously accepted. Their honesty makes colleagues rethink their own actions, causing some to resist and project hostility onto the manager, while others feel inspired to improve their behavior. Defense mechanisms like denial and rationalization also play a role. Denial means refusing to accept uncomfortable truths, while rationalization means justifying bad behaviors. These defenses protect the ego, but also lead to resistance and hatred towards special people. A biblical example is Peter, one of Jesus' apostles. After denying Jesus 3 times, Peter had to face his own weakness and fear. This led to a deep transformation, allowing him to become a strong leader in the early Christian church. Peter's journey shows how facing your ego, although painful, can lead to significant growth. By promoting self-confrontation and ego dissolution, special people help in personal and collective growth. The resistance they encounter often reflects others' internal struggles. With empathy and patience, special people can guide others through self-confrontation, helping them understand themselves better. Another reason for hatred is the fear of change. Special people represent change and transformation, challenging norms and promoting new ideas. This role attracts fear and opposition from those who are comfortable with the familiar. People often fear the unknown because it brings uncertainty and loss of control. When asked to change, they activate defense mechanisms to maintain stability. New ideas or practices from special people can feel like an attack on security, causing resistance. Special people promote transformations that challenge the identity and values of a group or society. These changes require people to rethink their beliefs and behaviors, which can be very uncomfortable. This discomfort often turns into hostility towards agents of change. A biblical example of social transformation is Moses' mission to free the Israelites from slavery in Egypt. Moses faced resistance from the Pharaoh and Egyptians who feared losing their control and stability. Moses' message of change threatened the established system. His faith and perseverance led to a monumental transformation, freeing his people and changing history. Understanding this fear of change and addressing resistance with empathy can help make the transformation process smoother. By recognizing and validating others' fears, special people can promote a more inclusive change, guiding people towards a better future. Another reason for hatred is the mistaken perception of self-confidence as arrogance. Self-confidence is understanding and accepting your abilities and worth, while arrogance is an inflated sense of superiority over others. Special people show self-confidence rooted in their awareness and purpose, but this is often misunderstood. Public perception often confuses self-confidence with arrogance, especially by those who struggle with their own insecurities. The assertiveness and conviction of special people can intimidate others, leading to a negative perception. In the workplace, a confident person may be seen as intimidating or unapproachable, making collaboration difficult. In social context, this misunderstanding can lead to isolation and difficulty in forming genuine connections. The perception of arrogance drives away potential allies and friends, creating barriers. A biblical example is Joseph in Egypt. His confidence in his dream interpretation skills and leadership vision provoked envy and resentment among his brothers, who saw him as arrogant. This led to betrayal and him being sold as a slave. However, Joseph's confidence, grounded in faith and purpose, eventually elevated him to a position of power and influence, saving many during a famine. Recognizing that the perception of arrogance often stems from others' insecurities can help mitigate these negative effects. By communicating with clarity and empathy, special people can show their true self-confidence, building bridges instead of barriers. They can continue to inspire and lead with a clear purpose and authentic self-confidence. Another factor generating hatred is implicit bias, which involves hidden prejudices. These are attitudes or stereotypes that affect our understanding and decisions unconsciously. Special people, with their exceptional qualities and success, often face these biases, manifesting as anger or resentment. Society celebrates success in theory, but in practice, those who stand out may face resistance. This paradox is due to hidden prejudices that associate success with negative traits like arrogance or lack of integrity. Studies show that women and ethnic minorities face additional biases, being judged more harshly for their successes. Hatred against special people can be subtle or explicit. Implicit biases translate into microaggressions, unfair criticisms, or social exclusion. For example, a student from a humble background who receives a full scholarship to a prestigious university may face condescension and skepticism from wealthier classmates. Confronting implicit biases is a constant challenge. Understanding that these prejudices often reflect others' insecurities can help maintain inner peace and persistence. By promoting open dialogue and educating about the impacts of hidden prejudices, special people can help create a more inclusive society. Special people also have a strong sense of justice, threatening those who benefit from injustice. Justice involves fairness and righteousness, guiding the lives of special people. Injustice, on the other hand, promotes inequality and suffering. Special people have a deep aversion to corruption and oppression. They often lead battles against injustice, challenging systems and individuals who profit from others' suffering. For those who benefit from injustice, special people represent a direct threat, exposing flaws and corruption. A biblical example is Moses, who challenged the unjust system of Egyptian slavery. His sense of justice and perseverance led to the liberation of the Israelites, altering history. In everyday situations, an employee who exposes corrupt practices in a company often faces retaliation and ostracism. The sense of justice in special people not only challenges corrupt systems, but also inspires others. Their courage serves as a guide, encouraging others to combat injustices they encounter. Special people promote a fairer world, even if it makes them targets of hatred. Special people also act as mirrors, reflecting the deepest insecurities of those around them. The psychological theory of mirroring explains how an exceptional person can highlight hidden flaws and weaknesses in others. This constant comparison can lead to envy and resentment. These negative reactions are defense mechanisms like projection and transference. Projection occurs when someone attributes their own feelings of inadequacy to another person. Transference involves redirecting repressed emotions onto a new target. These processes are triggered by the presence of someone who threatens others' self-image. For example, a talented student may become the target of bullying by peers. Bullying arises from the desire to deal with feelings of inadequacy. In the workplace, a standout professional may face sabotage or gossip as their excellence exposes others' mediocrity. A biblical example is Joseph and his brothers. Joseph's exceptional qualities and his father's preference made his brothers feel less important, leading them to betray him. This shows how personal insecurities can lead to destructive actions. Special people are also envied and cause jealousy. Envy is the desire for something another person has, while jealousy involves the fear of losing something to another person. Special people, with their exceptional qualities and achievements, often awaken both feelings in others. For example, a talented artist who achieves fame may provoke envy in others who aspire to the same success. In interpersonal relationships, envy can lead to passive-aggressive behavior or sabotage. In the workplace, colleagues may conspire against an outstanding professional. The psychological effects of envy and jealousy are profound. These feelings can generate anxiety, depression, and dissatisfaction in the envious person. For the target of envy, dealing with hostility and criticism can be exhausting, affecting mental and emotional health. A classic biblical example of envy is Cain and Abel. Cain was envious of the divine favor given to Abel, leading to the first recorded homicide. This extreme act shows how envy can lead to destructive actions. The wisdom of special people is another reason for hatred. Their deep understanding of life, human nature, and universal truths allows them to see beyond appearances. This wisdom often seems mysterious to others and can be perceived as superiority. People may see special people as presumptuous or arrogant because true wisdom challenges conventional norms. The difference between knowledge and wisdom is crucial. Knowledge is accumulated through study, while wisdom is the practical application of knowledge with discernment and compassion. The wisdom of special people can generate discomfort and resistance in others who feel diminished. This leads to defensive reactions like devaluation or hostility. However, the wisdom of special people can also inspire those open to learning and growth. A notable example of wisdom beyond common is Solomon, the king of Israel. His decision to divide a baby between two women claiming to be the true mother revealed a deep understanding of human nature and justice. Solomon's wisdom brought peace, but also generated envy among those who didn't understand his perspective. Special people can see the connections between events and people, offering solutions that go beyond obvious answers. Their wisdom allows them to navigate complex situations effectively. However, this wisdom can breed resentment as it's seen as unattainable by others. The collective consciousness and the individual's role in society are key concepts. Every person has a unique role that contributes to the collective good. Special people often act as catalysts for change, transforming societal values and structures. The influence of special people extends beyond their immediate environment. Their actions and ideas shape collective consciousness, inspiring others to reflect and evolve. Special people challenge established norms, promoting new ways of thinking and acting. An illustrative example is Nelson Mandela, who transformed South Africa's collective consciousness by promoting peace and reconciliation. Despite facing intense hatred and resistance, Mandela's influence transcended his nation, inspiring global movements for justice and equality. The collective impact of special people is profound. They help elevate society to higher levels of understanding and compassion. Their presence encourages personal and collective growth, fostering a culture of continuous improvement. In conclusion, the hatred towards special people arises from deep psychological, social, and spiritual reasons. Recognizing the roots of this hatred helps in understanding the challenges faced by special people and their mission to inspire and transform society. The hatred from those who fear change, envy, or misunderstand wisdom highlights the struggles special people endure. However, their resilience and commitment to justice, truth, and compassion make them agents of positive change. Special people should remain steadfast, grounded in their principles, and empathetic towards those who oppose them. By fostering understanding and connection, they can continue to inspire and lead, making the world a better place. Thank you for joining us in this exploration. Let's celebrate the special people among us and support their journey to create a more just, wise, and compassionate world.